When the trailer for Journey Beyond Sodor, and eventually the movie itself, came out, we were appalled. This was due largely to the fact that the engines now bounced around on their wheels, and did not act at all like engines should act. But there was even more than we expected. Many engines were out of character, many concepts were underutilized, and the Thomas universe, in general, was disrespected. It is due to these glaring issues that we decided to set an example for what we want. An example to compare to Mattel's Journey Beyond Sodor, and make it clear why we dislike and do not support that film, and Thomas's current direction. Quite simply, this is the movie that we were hoping to get. We are now proud to say that we've got it, as do you. We sincerely hope you enjoy. The JBS Group. On the island of Sodor, you will see lots of different types of engines. Steam engines, diesel engines, even electric engines. This is because Sir Topham Hatt, the controller of the railway, sees the value in having lots of variety. He likes steam engines just as well as he does diesels. And while they don't always get along, they all try very hard to be really useful together on Sir Topham Hatt's railway. But there is another railway, very nearby Sodor, just over the Vicarstown Bridge, that is not so nice. This railway company is called British Railways, but the engines on Sodor all call it the other railway. While it does run trains, and it does have engines, it is not much like Sodor at all. The other railway only runs diesel engines, so Sir Topham Hatt sends Boko, one of his diesel engines, to take trains back and forth to the mainland every night. One morning, he arrived back at Knapford Station, very tired.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Boko. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Boko.
That really is a long journey to make every night.
Ha! I could handle that journey easy, Boko. I'm not sure why we have to send you to the mainland nowadays. We used to send proper engines, steam engines. Well, there's a good reason we don't anymore, James. You know, the other railway's not a place for steam engines. It's very dangerous there. I had friends on the other railway. We worked at a big steelworks not long ago. But things changed there. They've probably all been scrapped now. It's all because of those dirty diesels. They've taken over the other railway. They're to blame for all of that, Harvey.
I'm a diesel, James.
Well, I don't mean like you, Boko. I mean like those other nasty diesels. They're terrible. If I ever met one, I would show him who's boss.
I don't know about that, James.
Pah! Like any of you could take them. None of you are as resourceful or as capable as me.
I don't know about that, James. I'd say I have plenty of resource.
Not as much as me.
And you really think you're stronger than those diesels, James?
Oh, like you could take them, Gordon.
I could. You're just being foolish.
You all just have to wait and see. One of these days, I'm gonna show you just how capable I am. More than any of you, that's for sure. Good day.
Sometimes I wish you would get kidnapped by diesels.
You don't mean that, Gordon.
Well, it would make that vain red engine see sense. Express coming through!
That evening, James was at Vicarstown, ready to take his last train of the day back to Knapford.
Can you believe them, driver? They think me, James of the Red Engine, can't handle the mainland. They think I can't handle those diesels.
All right, James, enough about this. You've been complaining all day.
While the driver and fireman went to talk to the station master, Boko pulled up beside James. Then, James got a very naughty idea.
Boko, there's been a change of plans, so Topham Hatt needs you to pull this train back to Nafford. I'm needed here.
Are you sure, James? That doesn't sound right. Are you playing a trick on me?
Please, Boko, would I really give up a passenger train if I didn't have to?
All right, James, if you say so.
All right, James. You ready to take this train back to Knapford?
Actually, Sir Topham Hatt told me that we need to take Boko's train onto the mainland. It's urgent.
James's driver and fireman weren't sure if James was telling the truth, but they knew that James would never take a goods train if he didn't have to. And they were too tired to argue anyway. So James was coupled to the train and started his journey to the mainland.
That was easy. No dirty diesels. I did it. Told you nothing would go wrong.
Yes, nothing did. Now let's get out of here before something does.
Nothing will. That's one of the headlamp for those overrated toasters. Ha ha!
Shh! Now let's go.
Nothing's gonna go wrong.
But things did go wrong.
Do you hear something?
Nah, it's probably nothing.
But it wasn't nothing.
Aha! What the?
Run!
James stopped as fast as he could, but he bumped into the diesel. His crew flew off the footplate.
Now what do we do?
The next morning, the engines of Tidmouth sheds woke up after a good night's sleep, but someone was missing. Morning, everyone.
Morning.
Morning. Good morning.
Morning.
Morning, all.
Good
Good
morning,
morning,
sir.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
All right, here are the jobs today. Thomas and Percy, your branch line duties. Henry, there's a goods train waiting in the yards to go to Vickerstown, then lumber from the lumber yard. Gordon, express train. Edward, morning local train to Brendam. Emily, local service, then a passenger excursion to Ulfstead. James, I have you taking supplies to Ulfstead for the museum, then take waste cars back, and I want no complaints, okay? James? Where's James? Quickly, I need to find James. He's missing.
Don't worry, sir. The search and rescue team is on the case.
Right. Let's go, team.
Alright team, this is not a drill. We must locate NWR number 5. He is currently MIA. Let's move.
Up I go.
I'll check the coast. Full steam We'll check the tracks.
Let's move!
Have you seen James?
Haven't seen him.
Captain and I have been skimming the coastline to find him.
Thank you for your time. Come on, Winston. Have you seen James?
I haven't seen him. Have you been? I haven't, Bill.
I thought I saw him this morning, but it was just a red balloon. Or was it a car? Oh, I just love cars. If I wasn't a digger, I'd be a car. Of course, that means I'm not digging. When there's no digging, there's no dirt. And more dirt means more fun. You know, I just saw Jack this morning. Oh, is that who you were looking for? Sir? Sir? Oh.
Have you seen James?
I haven't seen James. Caitlin and I will look for him everywhere we can. I will ask the Nargage engine to help.
Who is James again?
Has anyone seen him?
Aye, that I cannot say.
Haven't seen him since he came here complaining about pulling fish trucks. Again.
No one knows where he is.
I saw him last night. He told me to take his midnight local, and he took my midnight goods train to the mainland. Isn't that what you told him to do?
What? I've gathered you all here to spread the news that James is missing. I regret to inform you all that he is most likely on the mainland. He is most likely in danger and will need help. Are you suggesting that one of us go look for him?
The search and rescue team will do what we can, but we can't leave the island.
I can't believe I'm suggesting it, but a search party may be in order. It's dangerous, but it's certainly dangerous. It's madness.
What? So does that mean we just don't search for James?
How many times have you been to the mainland, little Thomas? 2, 3 times? I go every day, and trust me, it's a horrid place. Any steam engine who goes past Barrow is doomed.
But Gordon, we can't just let James be scrapped. You know a lot of engines that had that happen to them.
Well, I escaped from a scrapyard there once. You all know that. I don't want to do it again.
You'll be scrapped the minute you pass Barrow.
What happens if we have an accident?
I can come. My hook can get us out of any jam.
No hook will protect us from any motorized monsters.
I'm sure there's a better way to help James without all of us getting scrapped. Now, settle down, everyone.
Settle down? How can we settle down?
Everyone! Look, I know the mainland is scary and dangerous, but our friend is over there. We have to help James, no matter what.
I suppose he does have a point. Maybe it is time we took a stand to British Railways.
I think so.
But everyone, if we go over to the mainland, we're all sure to be scrapped. Why would you want that?
The mainland is a horrid place where not a whistle blows. The other railway is a place where only diesels go. The mainland is a horrid place where steamies go for scrap. So now I ask you once again, why would you want that?
Back on the other railway, my class was fast and proud. We were the best the mainland had, but where are they all now? The only brother left is Scotsman, all the rest are gone. And that is British Railways' fault, so we must carry on.
to the mainland, to the other railway where only the diesels go. To the mainland, to the mainland, and it is British Railways we will show that Sodor has a policy, no engine left behind. It will find our dear friend James again, even if we search down every line.
I recall when I escaped the scrapyard long ago, and that's a fear that I don't want poor James to have to know.
The other railways tried to split us up. They sent me off for scrap, and we've been looking for a chance to pay them back.
The other railway was my home for many, many years. It has become a horrid place, the roots of all my fears. But I had friends I lost back then to British Railways greed, and that is why I'll join you all and be the friend James needs.
To the mainland, to the mainland, to the other railway where only the diesels go. To the mainland, to the mainland, and it is British Railways we will show that Sodor has a policy, no engine left behind. It will find our dear friend James again, even if we search down every line.
When engines age or engines fail, BR turns them to scrap. It would have happened to myself if not for Sir Topham Hatt.
This island is a refuge
where steam is sure to stay,
and that's why we've decided to find James right away.
We may be old and out of date, but we will persevere. We'll show them all the Sodor way by bringing James back here.
James may be vain
And rude.
And mean.
but he is still our friend, and we will search down every line
to bring him home again. So we're off to the mainland, to the mainland, to the other railway where only the diesels go. To the mainland, to the mainland, and it is British Railways we will show that Sodor has a policy, no engine left behind. It will find our dear friend James again, even if we search down every line.
Duck, aren't you going too? I would, Winston, but someone has to handle everyone's jobs in the meantime.
That's ridiculous, Duck. You can't handle 12 engines jobs all on your own. You need help from Murdoch, Boko, Hank, Hero, Rosie. We have plenty of engines.
With all due respect, sir, I feel I could be instrumental in making things run like clockwork until everyone gets back. Sure, I'll have a bit of help for the rest, but I can handle the flying kipper, the mail train, maybe even the express. You'll see.
Very well, Duck, but pace yourself.
I can't believe you actually let him go, sir. It's so dangerous over there.
To be honest, Winston, I can't believe it myself, but I think it's our best chance to get James back. It may be dangerous, but we must rescue James. At any cost.
Meanwhile, on the mainland, James's crew reached a small scrapyard where James was waiting in a siding, surrounded by scrapped engines.
Phew, we found him. He's here.
Oh, thank God, Dred. That last hill was really steep.
Huh? Oh, hey!
We have to get out of here.
We can't. We're practically surrounded.
Not for long. Hello there. We can get you out.
We?
Hello.
Diesel! Run!
Shh! Do what I say and I'll set you free.
The Diesel buffered up to James in front, and the Steamy coupled up behind.
Now follow my lead.
Excuse me, scrap train coming through.
What?
Where do you think you're going?
Taking this one to get melted.
Oh, please don't! Please, anything! I'll be a good boy!
Shut it!
You may pass!
Please, I don't want to be scrapped! I'm too young! Too beautiful! Please, please, please! Oh, please, I beg mercy!
Shush! We're not taking you to get scrapped.
No, we're not. That was a trick. We only said that so those diesels would let us pass.
Really? I'm saved! Sodor, here I come!
We're not going there. There's too many diesels around.
But don't worry, we know where you can hide.
Meanwhile, Thomas and his friends reached the first mainland station, Barrow. Well, we're here.
It's kinda scary.
We'd better get moving, otherwise we'll end up like James.
Quite right. There's no way British Railways was going to authorize a search party like this for one engine. It would have caused too many delays. That's why we must stay out of sight, because we aren't technically supposed to be here. We should split up. We'll cover more ground. Good point. Stay in pairs. Mind yourselves. Right.
And what do we do when it gets dark?
Find some place to sleep, off the main line so you aren't visible.
And what if we run into diesels?
Protect yourselves.
Those diesels wouldn't mess with us. We'll teach them what it's like to come from Scotland. Won't we, Donald? Aye. We'll bust their buffers and turn them into bagpipes.
Whatever's necessary. I assume you two are our team. Who else?
Can I team up with you, Thomas? I know a few spots to look.
Sure.
But Thomas...
It's okay, Percy. You can partner up with me.
Oh, okay.
Toad and I will tag along with you two. Wanna be partners, Henry?
Okay. Wait, who's my partner?
I guess it's me.
Oh, the indignity.
Right, that's settled then. Let's keep moving.
Wait a minute. Look.
The engines looked towards the yards and noticed a derailed goods train.
Is that from James?
Who is he? What are you doing here?
We think that our friend James was stolen from here. Have you seen him?
You really think that British Railways just steal steam locomotives whenever they see them?
In James's case, yes.
Well, what can I say? If your friend wasn't in the schedule, anyone could have stolen him and sold him for scrap. That's why we do everything on the books. British Railways can't be held responsible if thieves take an engine that isn't on the roster.
Well, he's not getting scrapped on our watch. Let's go.
Good luck. You'll need it.
Thomas and his friends had decided to split up. Henry and Emily decided to search in nearby abandoned tunnels. Some of them were intended for mining and had very low roofs.
Hello, James. You here, buddy?
James, where are you? There's a shiny coat of red paint waiting for you. I tried.
I think I know what to do. Let's search in here.
That's a bit too small. Are you sure you'll fit?
Of course. I'll just squeeze in and push through, and we'll keep pushing in, and I'm stuck.
Henry, get out of there!
Sure, I'll just reverse right out of here. Wait, I really am stuck.
I'll get help.
No, don't leave me here. What if a diesel comes? Stay here.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Don't panic now, we'll think of something. At least things can't get any worse.
Meanwhile, James was still on the move with his rescuers Hurricane and Frankie.
Where are we going?
Someplace safe.
We're here.
What is this place?
Welcome to the Steelworks. You're safe.
We haven't been properly introduced. I'm Frankie.
You know I'm Hurricane, like a storm.
And I'm James of the island of Sodor, brightest red engine you'll ever meet.
The James of the island of Sodor? Wow, how exciting!
Yes, it is. Speaking of which, I really need to go back, so ta-ta.
Not so fast, Big Red. You can't go back. You need to stay. There's diesels out there that will scrap you and do far worse than what has already happened.
Terrible, evil diesels.
You haven't seen anything yet.
So having my train derailed, my crew thrown off the footplate, is nothing?
At least you survived to tell the story. Must be a rough world being a steam engine.
I survived for a long time here, only because I stayed. It's a dangerous world out there for an engine. It's so bad nowadays. I barely escaped myself, with the help of Frankie.
But my friends...
There's nothing you can do. Well, actually, there is something you could.
What is it?
We need some help here. The Steelworks is such a huge place and we need all the help we can get.
How does that help me?
Well, there's a train that needs to be taken to Sodor, and we need someone to arrange it. And you can do it.
Me?
Yes. There's so much work to do here, and someone will have to help us get you home.
If it gets me home, I'll do it.
Excellent. Welcome to the team, James.
Hurry up, Toby.
I'm trying. I can only go so fast.
Well, go faster.
Fine, Gordon.
Oh, for Pete's sake, Toby. If we don't keep moving, we'll get caught by diesels.
Who are you, Saber?
Back, Toby.
What?
Keep moving.
Whoa!
Oi, get back here, you punks.
You know, Dougie, I'm not sure I know where we're going anymore. I was thinking the same thing, Donald. But dinna fast yourself. We'll find James eventually. Oh, Emily? What's happened to poor Henry? Is he stuck?
What do you think, genius?
Oh, he isn't a get angsty, Henry. We're only trying to help.
Well, we don't need your help. Not if you're going to laugh at me. Emily can get me out of here easily, can't you, Emily?
Henry, I think we should take Donald and Douglas's help. I can't get you out on my...
We have it under control. Move along now, you two.
Suit yourself, Henry. I didn't know if we should trust him to do that, Donald. After all, he's already suited himself with that tunnel.
Enough jokes, move along.
Oh, Henry.
What? They were laughing at me. I still have some pride left. Ow.
Meanwhile, James had been working hard to get the train ready for his new friends.
Done. I'm ready.
Great! Frankie, take the train.
What? I thought I would.
It's too dangerous. You wouldn't want to harm yourself again.
Exactly. We can't always be there to save you.
What?
You must understand, James. We appreciate your work and company. It is key.
I just want to go home.
I don't know if you can. It's dangerous. Besides, we really need someone here. And this Steelworks is a grand place for only the grandest engines.
Well, I am grand, and this place isn't all that grand. There's rusty pipes, dented track, and let's not discuss that smell. P.U. Disgusting.
Well, you are right. I'm not gonna lie. The area has seen better days.
Really?
Oh yes. These steelworks used to be the grandest found anywhere. They were busy and massive. Our metal was sturdy and strong, and all companies loved us. We had a larger staff, and we even had some other engines. British Railways loved us too. We made the rails which we run on now. Engines have been built from our steel. We were iron giants. We were the best around anywhere. Alas, we soon reached our downfall.
How so?
Those other engines I mentioned were strange to say the least. They weren't as useful. They were often poor workers. They were steam engines too, but they were misguided. They tried to get me to come with them in some stupid escape, doomed from the start. I refused and they left. It almost seems for the better that they did.
Those engines you sent away sound like a couple of annoying tank engines that I know. But I do miss them. So where do I come in?
You are strong, and you can help us work better than anyone. So, you are the perfect addition to our lineup. Help us, James. Bring back our glory.
I'd love to, but I need to go home.
Okay, go. But if anything happens to you, you're on your own. Although you'd be a lot safer if you just stayed. Take it from me.
I think I'll stay.
Excellent. Now the real work begins.
Not too far away, Thomas and Harvey were looking for James, but they weren't quite sure where to look. Harvey, are you sure we should be going this way?
I don't know very much more than you do, Thomas. To tell you the truth, I really don't know where to go.
Oh look, there's a crane over there. Let's ask him for help.
Who's there?
Hello, I'm Thomas, and this is my friend Harvey.
A pleasure to meet you.
Well, I'm Beresford.
Have you seen a red engine anywhere nearby?
Oh, yes. I did see a red engine pass by here early this morning.
You did? That's great. Which way did he go?
I believe it was that way. Just look for the line next to the overturned canal boat and you'll find what you're looking for.
Thank you for your help, Beresford.
Yes, you're welcome.
Harvey.
Yes, Thomas?
Are you sure this is where Beresford told us to go?
He said to look for a switch near that overturned canal boat.
Well, that was useless. Now which way do we go?
There must be a logical way about this. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. This is the track for which we'll go.
That's good enough for me. Thomas and Harvey started down the old track. The line was overgrown, and the rails hadn't been well maintained. As they went, they began to hear voices through the bushes.
What's that?
What's what?
Oh no!
Stay strong, you two. We stand together.
Look!
Harvey?
Lexi? Theo? Merlin?
Oh, joyous day! We have been gracefully united once again. Harvey, it's been so long.
You know these engines?
Know these engines? I worked with them. These were my friends from the Steelworks long ago that I told you about.
Long ago is correct, Harvey. Who is your friend that you've brought along?
Oh yes, this is Thomas. Thomas, this is Lexi, Theo, and Merlin.
It is a pleasure to have you here, Thomas.
Yes, indeed. For a while there, we thought you were diesels.
Yes, quite right.
Yes.
Diesels?
How many times must I remind you, dear Lexi, that we are safe in our refuge?
I'm just concerned is all, Merlin. As long as we're near British railways, we're not safe.
Ah, yes, quite. After all, it's not like you can become invisible.
Invisible?
Oh, Merlin, you haven't changed a bit. He believes he has the power to become invisible. Something to do with his extra funnels.
It is not mere belief, Harvey, but fact. I will show you. Invisibility! On!
Wherever did he go?
You'll see, Harvey. This is not mere fantasy, but reality. Now, how's about we get acquainted with our newest visitor, shall we?
Oh no, are you okay?
Yes. He's fine.
Yeah. I'll have a few wibbly wobbly parts or so.
That's what happens when you're experimental. Experimental engines? Yes, you know, test models, trial and error.
We are the engines that get more creative attention, it seems.
So how did you three end up here? I hate to admit this, but I'd figured you were scrapped.
We would have been, had it not been for Merlin.
Oh, you really bestow too much credit to me, Lexi. It is me who found this hideout is all. As Harvey told you, we used to work in the Steelworks with a nice big tank engine named Hurricane. It was hard work, but we all tried our best. But the workmen didn't want to use us. They found us quite strange, and only took us out because we were all they had. I'd like to say we were useful, but that was until...
Until...
We started seeing more and more diesels. I even took one into our Steelworks who was, in honesty, quite nice. That was just after your friend, Harvey here, was sold away. We carried on the work until I heard the workmen talking more about us and scrap. That was when I knew we had to go. I tried convincing Hurricane, but he became such good friends with that diesel that he would not be moved. I got Lexi and Theo to come with me one night, and we found our way to the hideout you've stumbled upon today. We've been here ever since, while diesels prowl around for engines like us. Can't imagine that Steelworks is still running. No one gave us credit for how we kept it going.
Oh my. We're misfits, Thomas. How can we be useful?
My gears and my suspension rattle and clatter.
Other engines say my funnels look strange and weird.
But you're all really nice engines. I don't understand.
Us three engines were not so normal. Other classes are made so formal. But you can see we'll never fit in, because no one looked at us from within. We've got to hide from the railway, never again to see the light of day. From the very start, no one gave us a part. If we'd only get a chance, we're quite stalwart. Engine designers, they look down on us. If you gave us coaches, folks would prefer a bus. Our very blueprints condemned us to shame. But can't they see we're engines all the same? We've got to hide from the railway, never again to see the light of day. From the very start, no one gave us a part. If we'd only get a chance, we're quite stalwart. Now all you see are diesels in a row. There's little distinction as they'd go to and fro. But steam engines were lively as they'd puff and chuff. Yet even then we had it just as rough. We've got to hide from the railway, never again to see the light of day. From the very start, no one gave us a part. If we'd only get a chance, we're quite stalwart.
Just look at me, my funnel's at the back. My cab is at my front and that's all just a whack. Any other engine makes me look askew, and that's why I'll never be useful to.
Just hold on a minute, now it can't be that bad. You still move around, for that you should be glad. You're safe here, aren't you? That must be true. An engine once told me you can only be you.
What do you know with your 6 small wheels? I've got a cowcatcher to which there's no appeal. Were you even here when British Railways came in? When you've lived as me, it's harder to grin.
We've got to hide from the railway, never again to see the light of day. From the very start, no one gave us a part. If we'd only get a chance, we're quite stalwart.
We've got to hide from the railway,
never again to see the light of day. From the very start, no one gave us a part. If we'd only get a chance, we're quite stalwart.
If we'd only get the chance, we could have played a part.
That night, Edward, Percy, Oliver and Toad continued their search across the mainland for James.
This place is awfully cold.
And scary.
Hush up, you two. We don't want anyone knowing we're here. Now look around.
This doesn't bring back good memories.
Edward?
Yes, Percy?
Are these the cold, damp sidings that Sir Topham Hatt told us about?
What?
Remember? A long time ago, Sir Topham Hatt told us that engines here on the mainland aren't safe, and that their controllers don't like them, and they have them cut up.
Oh, well, in fact, Percy, these are, but it's more complicated than that.
What do you mean?
You see, Percy, these engines here belong to British Railways. Sir Topham Hatt is very good to us. No matter what, we're all really useful in his eyes. That's why he protects us so. However, these controllers aren't so keen on that. Diesels are faster and, in some cases, more powerful than us. Controllers here replace their engines, and this is where the steam engines go. Sir Topham Hatt, on the other hand, could never replace us. We're lucky to have him. You see, Percy? Percy?
Edward, I want to go back to Sodor.
I'm afraid we can't right now, Percy. We have a duty to uphold.
Edward's right. We have to find James and get him out of this wretched mess.
James is defiant. It's one of the best things about him. No matter where he is, he's a fighter. But we must keep looking. There are many more scrapyards on this dreaded railway. Come along, everyone. Quietly now. Later on, James was keeping to himself at the Steelworks.
This is so boring. I've had more fun watching my paint dry.
I'll say, I'm parched. I'll go inside the building and look for a drink. You wait here.
I'm back.
Any luck?
None. Of course there was none. We've been running this place on spare wheels for too long. There's so many other places to melt things down. No one needs us. I don't even know why we keep Big Red around here.
Shush! James may be lost, but he's not deaf.
I don't care anymore.
He can always be of help.
You seem to forget our goals. This place is dying. Excuse me, dead.
Listen, that red engine could save us. Think about a Sodor engine working here.
And we get in trouble for holding him.
Rubbish.
I want this place to survive. And right now, we're crashing.
Not for long.
What do you mean?
Listen closely. I'll tell you what we're gonna do. Frankie, listen closely.
James, you might want to hear something.
Shh! What?
Well, I couldn't find anything to drink, but I went into an office, and I found this. This place is bankrupt. These letters are from the bank. Overdue payments, eviction notices. This place is closed.
What?
Shush, they'll hear. Listen, we need to get out of here. Now!
Why go so soon? Stay a while.
What's going on here?
Nothing.
We'll see about that. Come with us.
Oh, no thank you. I have other engagements.
Oh, really?
Charge!
Get him!
Keep going, Toby. Faster.
Slow down!
I can't, you silly tram. Those ironmongers are chasing us.
Did we pass that signal already?
We might have, but I definitely remember that tree.
Well, we're lost.
Just great. Ah, well, we don't get lost. We just get to have adventures. Aye, I just want to find James. Kinda miss someone throwing insults around all the time. Aye, it adds to the atmosphere. Gordon,
This is the third time we've been chased.
And it would be our last if you moved quicker. Now, oh!
Okay! Gordon? Toby? What are you doing here?
Escaping. Now move.
From what?
Oi! You!
You wouldn't be talking to us?
Excuse me?
You here? Now move along.
I ought to scrap you.
And I ought to bash your buffers till they come out of your air intake. Sad you won't have the pleasure of knowing what that feels like.
Well, I should.
You heard the Scots. If you stay any longer, we'll bash your buffer beams in. Now get.
I'll be back.
When engines bounce.
You ought to be ashamed of yourselves. Aye, we're supposed to be undetected. We should be getting James out of trouble, not getting ourselves into more of it.
And you're right. Aren't they, Gordon? Well, we better go our own ways. Take care now. Well, Gordon, so you see why I've been trying to tell you that we need to be careful about what we do here. We can't keep racing into trouble every few seconds. We're no closer to finding James than we were a few days ago.
You're right, I suppose.
Well, do my eyes deceive me? Gordon, is that you? You're a long way from the island of Sodor.
Yes, Scotsman, but...
Learn to control your speed since that great race fiasco.
Scotsman!
Hello, Toby. What are you doing?
James went missing a few days ago, so we've all been looking for him. He's been kidnapped.
Oh dear, that's dreadful. I hope poor Gordon hasn't been slowing you down.
Scotsman!
Speaking of running along the main line, what are you doing taking trains on the other railway?
I'm taking a tourist train. Just because British Railways doesn't run steam engines anymore doesn't mean we can't still please the rail enthusiasts. Might I assist in the search? I know of a place you could be.
Sure, Gordon hasn't been much help at all.
Typical. The poor engine never really had it. His smoke box was always in the clouds. Come along then.
Meanwhile, Thomas and Harvey were talking to the experimental engines about their predicament.
Your James sounds like quite the character. He really mistook a queen for a barge.
Yup, and of course there was that time he got stung by a bee and went wild.
He gets so offended over us digging up the past, even though I wasn't there for most of it.
He sounds like a very fun engine.
Yeah, he is. I'm so worried for him. We were told by a crane that he headed this direction, but we don't know where.
Well, the Steelworks is in this direction. Chances are your friend went down the line towards it.
Oh no, poor James.
He'd be there with Hurricane and Frankie if that's the case.
If James is at the Steelworks, then I'd suggest you make sure he is or is not there soon. As it is, I don't trust any steam engine around Hurricane and Frankie.
Yeah, they don't sound too friendly. In that case, we should be puffing over there to find him.
Yes.
Aw, I'm sorry you must believe in us. You're the first engines we've seen in a long time.
In ages.
It's been good meeting you, Thomas. And of course being reunited, Harvey. If you two ever need anything, you know where to find us.
Well, there is one thing.
Yes?
Since you three are all former Steelworks engines, and that we'd need as many engines as possible for this rescue... Oh no, I am not going back there!
I don't think that's such a good idea, Thomas.
Why? You all worked there too. You know the Steelworks inside and out. You'd be perfect to help us get James back.
Be that as it may, Thomas. Think about our position. Think of poor Theo.
I'm okay. Really, Merlin. I think we should help him.
Theo, you're a very helpful, kind engine, but it's not safe for you over at the Steelworks. You remember how it was.
I am not leaving. There are too many diesels out there. They'll spot me from miles away, and then it's the scrapyard for me. I'm not going. You're missing the point. Sir Topham Hatt sent myself and a lot of my friends over here just to find James. My friends and I have to look out for our lost friend just like you have to care for Theo. Steamies must look out for each other, and James is in grave danger. We need your help. This is our chance to show British Railways who steam engines really are, no matter how their cabs face or how many funnels they have.
And a hodgepodge like me?
Of course, Theo.
No matter what, we're in this together. I suppose you're right. We gotta be brave.
Very courageous words, Thomas. Very persuasive. I think I speak for my fellow experimentals here when I say that we shall join you. All right, let's go back to the Steelworks.
Woohoo! Yeah! Yeah! Thomas, Harvey, and their new friends raced towards the Steelworks. They quickly reached the outside.
Here's the Steelworks, Thomas.
This was the Steelworks? It's so run down.
I'm a bit surprised myself. No time to think about that now.
But what if your friend isn't here? Then what do we do?
We keep searching.
We can't go too far, Thomas.
Right. You three wait here. I'll go inside with Harvey.
No, wait. I have an idea. Harvey, remember the side track? The small one we used to use?
Yes, I do. For bringing in the scrap loads from the piles.
You can sneak through the side and look around. I imagine we won't be able to go too far.
Can I go with him?
Sure.
Be quiet, though. Thomas, Theo, and I will go in through the front.
Right, let's go, Alexi.
Let's move.
What happened?
You had a little accident.
I did? Wait, you did that deliberately.
Maybe I did.
Why?
No one can know the truth about this place, especially now. We need to save this place and only you can help.
I have a job on Sodor. I can't stay.
I wasn't asking.
Hello? Anyone here?
Yes, hello. Welcome to the Steelworks.
Hello, Hurricane.
Well, isn't this a surprise? My old friends.
Knock off the rubbish. We're here looking for an engine.
I see you are as appreciative as you were back then. Which engine were you looking for?
A red engine. His name is James.
Never heard of him.
Fascinating.
Do you see anything?
No, not yet. Wait, what's over there?
Do you have any idea how hard it's been? It's only been me, Hurricane, and our crews running the Steelworks. We needed help. So my driver got the help of a few friendly diesels.
It was you. You had them come after me?
Maybe. Sodor engines are such pushovers.
What are you gonna do?
Nothing, just this.
Ouch! Mind my paintwork.
That's him. He's in there. I heard him.
I knew it.
Nonsense.
Thomas and Theo raced forward into the Steelworks.
We meet at last.
Frankie, there's intruders.
Bother. I'll be back. Don't move.
Oh, sure. I was thinking of going on a Sunday stroll. Now's the chance. Move!
Right.
James, we're here to get you out of here. Thank the... Shh! Keep it down. Lexi, keep watch. I'll clear the way. Where's your crew? In there. Right. Lexi's crew will get them. Now let's get lifting.
Hurry, Theo.
I'm trying. Well. It's little Theo. Who are you?
Thomas the Tank Engine. Goodbye.
Come here.
Why must you do this to yourself?
Because I deserve this place, unlike you pieces of rubbish.
You seem to forget one thing. You're an experimental tool.
But I'm actually a good engine.
From a certain point of view.
Done.
We're good too.
Let's do this. Where's the exit?
Be careful not to get switched up.
We need to help James.
What about those cars?
Brilliant, Theo!
You won't win this one. You lost last time.
Exactly. This is the last time.
What? Who are you? Wait, Harvey? How?
Who cares? I want my friend back.
We'll see about that.
I'll chase him.
No, I have a better idea.
So, who are you guys exactly?
The Q&A session will begin later. Just keep moving.
Right.
Speed up!
What? Oh, yes, I see.
Wait. Go now. Push!
You are a very cheeky tank engine, but he's the best tank engine ever.
Come on!
Let's get him.
I see the exit.
And I see trouble. Look!
Move!
We're almost there.
Charge!
Harvey, get ready.
Right.
Now! Whoa!
Stop!
Follow me.
Quickly! At last, Thomas, James, Harvey, and the experimental engines were safe and sound, hidden away from the main line of British railways again. We made it! We're safe!
Yes, safe and sound. I must admit, I never once imagined we'd go back to that place.
Me neither.
Alright then, everyone. We'll rest here for a while, fill up on coal and water, then we can finally get off this railway.
I'm sorry, Thomas. We can't go.
What? Why not? It's not safe. There are diesels everywhere. I mean, we were almost caught saving James, and that was only a few miles away.
It's unthinkable that we would journey away from this long and confusing railway. It won't work. And think about poor Theo.
Oh, Theo, I'm sorry. I forgot about you. Are you okay after all that? Saving James and all?
Yes, I'm alright, Thomas. Don't let me stop you, please. Go on by yourself.
You've been saying that for years, Theo. You know we won't leave you.
And I'm sure Thomas wouldn't leave you either. No, I wouldn't. No engine left behind. I'm sure James knows that by now. Right, James?
I'm still surprised. I didn't think anyone would come after me. Listen, I know I haven't known you that long, and I have to admit, when I first saw you, you scared me a little. You do know you have 3 funnels, right?
Yes, I know that.
Alright, well, look, Thomas came all this way to help me. He'd never leave anyone behind. And trust me, even though he's only known you guys a little while, he's not gonna leave you either. He's gonna find a way to help you. And you know what? So am I.
That's the Sodor way, James.
Thank you, and after all of that, I need to catch up on some beauty sleep.
Well, I can't tell you how much we appreciate your kindness, but alas, you're the only ones who care. If we were to escape, Lexi and I would need to tend to Theo. That only leaves you to fend off the diesels, and that simply isn't enough. We need more engines looking out for us if we wish to escape safely. I find it very hard to believe that there are any other engines out there who would do that.
Thank you, Scotsman.
Thank you. Good seeing you.
You there. We hear there's a good place for steam engines to hide nearby.
Do you know the way?
We've searched every scrapyard on the mainland. Where is James?
Oh, look, there's a crane. Maybe he knows where James went.
Careful, Percy. He might not be friendly. What if he gives us away to all the diesels?
Careless crane!
Whoopsie daisies!
I don't think he's all that menacing.
Hello there. What's your name?
My name's Beresford. Nice to meet you.
Wow, really menacing, huh?
Oh, be quiet. You don't know a thing about escaping. Hello there, Beresford. Have you seen a red engine pass by recently?
Why does everyone ask that? Yes. Yes, quite a while ago. But yes.
That's wonderful. Do you remember which way?
That way. Yes, it was that way.
Thank you very much, Beresford. Nice to meet you.
Thank you, Beresford.
Oh, you're welcome.
That crane didn't sound like he knew what he was talking about. I bet James is nowhere near here. Miles away.
Can't hurt to look.
I always thought running into tunnels kept your paint nice. Not this one, I guess.
Oh, Henry.
Oh dear, Emily, a crane!
Oh no, he'll rat us out for sure.
All right, we have to speed by unnoticed. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, lots of traffic today, isn't there?
So you see, Thomas, it really is no use. I think you, Harvey, and James are the only engines there are to help us. There's no one else.
Oh, the indignity! A grand engine like me shouldn't have to push through bushes like this. It's not dignified.
I'm not sure you're the one to be complaining.
Well, What the? Well, at least the path was nice and clear for us. You're welcome.
You're welcome?
Gordon, Toby, how are you here?
That's just what I was about to ask.
Why is everybody here?
We asked that blue crane by the canal.
Us too.
You just asked him? Well, of course. What else would we have done? Sped through and hoped he didn't notice us? Only a fool would do that. Yeah.
Everyone, I think we're forgetting to ask the most important question. Has anyone found James?
Oh yes, your friend. He's often my...
Can an engine get some shut-eye around here without being woken up?
James!
What's going on? I can't quite see, Mr. Oliver, sir.
Righto, Toad.
Mr. James!
However did you two find him?
It wasn't just us, Gordon.
He's right. My old friends from the Steelworks helped too.
Pleasure to meet you. I'm Merlin.
And I'm Lexi, and this is Theo.
Hello.
They're awfully different.
Don't think about their odd looks, everyone. Think about their courage. Me, James the Red Engine, would not have been rescued without their bravery. These engines have saved a national treasure.
National treasure is a bit of a stretch.
Well, we're so glad to have you back, James. And thank you all for saving our friend.
Merlin, if you don't mind me asking, what is this place?
Not quite the place you'd expect to find engines.
If you can call them engines.
Gordon, shush!
It certainly is an odd place for an engine to live, let alone 3. But we've had to. We're surrounded by diesels. This is the only safe place there is. So our drivers have all worked together to keep us running in secret. British Railways has no idea we're here.
It is a great hideout. Out of sight, not somewhere diesels would check. Hold on, I think I recognise this place.
I was thinking the same thing, Mr. Oliver. Is this?
This is our old hideout. We hid here for days when we were escaping from scrap.
Was that before or after Douglas rescued you?
You make it sound like I didn't do any of the work. I did most of the escape, but I am grateful for Douglas's help at the end. Hold on, where is Douglas?
And Donald, too.
Well, I know they passed by me and Toby a while ago.
And they seemed pretty lost.
They passed us, too.
And made fun of me. I have been meaning to ask about your new hat, Henry.
Is that a tunnel?
Oh, be quiet, you two.
Wait, so if Donald and Douglas aren't here, where are they?
We're running low on coal. Aye, we need to find some soon. Any idea where we are now, Dougie? I haven't a clue, Donald. Hold up just a minute. Are those bagpipes?
I'm telling ye, that's me haggis. My name's on the receipt.
Finders keepers. Not a one boil your head.
Yeah, what am I telling that to my brother?
I'll tell it to your brother, and then his wife, and then his kids, and then the dog you're after.
Shame, you lad.
It's my haggis.
My haggis.
It's my haggis. It's my haggis.
Haggis.
It's my haggis.
Bagpipes?
It's my haggis.
And loud Scottish arguments?
We're in Scotland.
I'm sure they'll find their way back. They're resourceful.
Well, if this is our old hideout, then I know just how to get home without being spotted. I can lead the way.
You guys can finally get out of here.
You'd all really help us escape. But we don't have anywhere else to go. This enclave, it's the only safe place I could find for us.
You can come back with us to Sodor. You'll be safe there.
Really? You'd welcome us to your railway? Even looking like this?
Well,
Absolutely. Everyone is welcome on Sodor.
I don't know what to say. Your kindness, it is greatly appreciated. Thank you all so much.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks.
So it's settled then. We're going home.
And I'll lead the way. All right, everyone. Fill up on plenty of coal and water. We don't want to run out of steam before we get home.
We're finally gonna be free of all this. Isn't it incredible?
It's unbelievable, Lexi. Never in my wildest dreams did I dare to think we'd be rescued. And yet here we are.
Sodor, here we come.
Keep it down. We are hiding, you know.
So everyone prepared for the long journey back to Sodor. They were nervous, especially the experimental engines Merlin, Theo, and Lexi, but they were all very eager to get to safety. Once everyone was stocked up on coal and water, Oliver went to do one last thing before they set off.
Hello there, Beresford.
Oh, hello there. Did you find that red engine?
Yes, we did. Now we're escaping back to Sodor. Listen closely. We need you to keep watch for us. You can see over the trees. When there are no more diesels coming and the coast is clear, tell us, alright?
Oh, of course. Happy to help.
Alright, that's taken care of. Come on, Toad. I really wish there was someone else we could trust to be our lookout, Toad.
Don't worry, Mr. Oliver. I'm sure Mr. Beresford knows what he's doing.
I hope so. Alright, let's check to see if everyone's in position. Gordon, Thomas, Percy, and Toby, are you coupled?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Once again. Yes.
You're all lucky you're riding with me. I'll be fast enough for all four of us. That's the idea, Gordon. Now, Edward and James, are you ready?
Ready.
Ready.
Poor you, James, coupled to the slowest engine here.
I don't know. He's proved that wrong before. Besides, you're one to talk, Gordon. You've got the tank engines.
Oh. And you three, all ready?
We've been ready since we left the Steelworks all those years ago, my friend.
Are you ready, Theo? It'll be a long journey.
Yes, I'm ready, Lexi. I'll be okay as long as you two keep on going.
And Henry, Emily, and Harvey, I see that you're ready.
I still don't get why we can't go alone.
You going alone is what got us into this mess.
And to add on to that, it's dangerous for us all to go separately. We need to couple up into larger groups, or we might run into each other.
That could be very bad at high speeds. Certainly, and I have a feeling we'll be traveling at a lot of those. All right. Beresford, is the coast clear? Any diesels?
Nope, no diesels at all.
All right, that's our cue, all. Let's go.
Wait! There may be one, or two, or seven.
Beresford!
Oh no, I'm sorry. Quick, go that way, so they don't see you!
Be quiet, you fool!
A steamer's escaping.
Oh, fleet's escaping! Come on!
Quickly, escape that way! Oh no, no! Oh.
Wow, he was a really bad lookout.
And he fell quite a distance, too.
Merlin, Theo, Lexi, and Sir Topham Hatt's engines raced through the countryside as fast as they could, but the diesels were catching up. It wouldn't be long before they were stopped.
Well, come back here, you!
Ah! Edward! They're gonna get me! Edward! Run!
Oh, get out of my way!
Oh, I would, but this is my designated line. And we wouldn't want to disappoint the passengers, would we?
But you're going so slow! And you're one of the fastest engines there is!
Oh? But I thought our steam engines were slow and out of date.
Attaboy, Scotsman!
Go get 'em, little brother!
There's two more coming.
Oi, there's no escape. Get a move on, you.
But what good is delivering these wagons to Sodor if there are no engines to shunt them,
You dirty steamy, you ruined everything!
Gordon, slow down. Wait for the others.
We must hurry, little Thomas, or they'll catch us. We can't sit around all day. The earlier we are, the better.
Do you see any steamies?
No, I guess it was a false alarm. We better go. Hold on. Look!
Stop them!
Attention! What do you two think you're doing?
Well,
Nothing, is that clear? I repeat, nothing. Stay where you are.
Sir, yes, sir.
Thank you, Bradford. Thank you, Samson.
Thank you, Bradford.
Thank you, Samson.
Anytime, you fool.
On your way, then. They're catching up!
We'll never outrun them.
Invisibility on!
You three funneled freak!
I can't see!
Well done, Merlin. Very good show.
Quickly all, to show now!
It's Sodor.
To show door!
We're home free. Just over the Vickerstown Bridge and we'll be safe.
Oh, how I miss that sweet Sodor air.
We meet again.
Whoa, stop!
Oh, you've brought friends. Great.
Move, you two.
Thomas, you know these hooligans?
Yes.
Those engines held me captive.
From a certain point of view.
Well, you heard the engines. Move.
Why?
No one bothers my friends.
Gordon, I thought you said you wished James could be kidnapped by diesels.
Shush, Percy.
You what?
That can be arranged.
Now, all of you are coming back with us.
No.
We can't. There's nothing left for you guys. There's tons of other Steelworks locations around, and yours doesn't have a leg to stand on. There's nothing left of yours. You guys can change your lives. You can do new things.
But our home...
There's nothing left. Now we need to go home. I know. You can come back to Sodor with us. We can find you a new home. I know just the place.
Even if I wanted to, why would your controller want us?
Because our controller is very forgiving. He sees the value in each of us.
There is a literal heavy metal monster with a claw who has threatened to destroy us on multiple occasions.
We keep James on the island, and he is nothing but trouble. He's rude,
selfish,
manipulative, vulgar,
and boastful.
Good to know that I'm loved.
But we keep him. There's always room for one more on Sodor.
How could you?
They're right. There is nothing left. The dream is over.
Hurricane? You made me a promise!
What do you mean?
It began years ago when the Steelworks was open. It was a bustling place and everyone around bought our steel. I arrived for work during the time that diesels were in high demand. The steel we melted was used for parts that many builders sought and bought. Everything was nearly perfect. Except for them. You held us back from achieving anything more. The orders got bigger, but you guys never helped enough. Theo was always struggling, Lexi wasn't much help, and Merlin was too busy trying to tend to them. Harvey was sold to Sodor to make us more money, which didn't help. I knew Hurricane and I were the only engines capable of running the place.
The others are leaving soon. I think I should go with them.
Why would you ever do such a thing, Hurricane? You'd go off with those engines? You're such a big, strong, and important engine. If you leave, you lose so much. Your job, your home, your friend.
Steam is over, Frankie. Here, there, everywhere. It's not the same place anymore.
The second you leave, diesels will take you and the others. But I care about you, Hurricane. Merlin is leading the others to certain doom. And you're better than that.
But how can I know I'll be safe here?
I promise no one will touch you. You'll never be scrapped. I'll make sure of it. We need to stick it out together. In the end, no one else will. Please, Hurricane? Please?
Okay, Frankie. I'll stand by you. Forever. I promise.
There was a huge argument between Hurricane and Merlin, and they left. That was that.
Frankie, please, come with us.
I have no choice. I've got to go back, with or without you. Out of my way.
Frankie!
On it! Oh! I'm going to need help! Oh!
Quick! Henry, Emily, Edward, James, help him!
Oh, come on! Almost there! Done!
Hooray!
How? Why did you save me?
Because we know you have great potential. We're Sodor engines. We never abandon anyone.
You and Hurricane are pretty swift. You guys may have been awful to me, but we can see the good in you, wherever it is.
Besides, it seems you'd be going home alone.
That's so kind I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'll come back with you.
Hooray!
We aren't very picky, are we?
No, and we never should be. Sodor gives second chances to everyone, even these two. Now, let's all go home together.
Sir, what are we doing here?
I've just been hoping to see my engines. I guess not.
I'm sure they'll show up soon. What's Connor doing?
He's taking the express.
But he should have left by now. I know! This silly signal won't change. Why won't it change? Maybe it's broken or...
Someone is coming!
That too, I guess, but it could really be anything.
No! Someone is coming! You've returned! Thank goodness, bless your hearts! And James!
Uh-oh.
I'm not happy with you lying and sneaking away, but I'm glad you're home. You all seem filthy. Off to the Steelworks with all of you. Wait a minute. Who are you?
These are our new friends. That's Merlin, Lexi, Theo, Hurricane, and Frankie.
Well then, welcome to Sodor. Now...
Are you sure British Railways would be okay with you taking these engines, sir?
I'm sure they'll be a little cross at first, but once I remind them that they let my number 5 engine get stolen, I think they'll be more than happy to just forget about it. Wait, speaking of missing engines, where are Donald and Douglas?
How did we end up back on Sodor?
We've got to get back to the mainland and find...
James!
Miss me?
I'm worried what'll happen if I say no.
But hey, we did, James.
Well, I'm so glad you're all back safe and sound. I was worried sick, but seeing as you brought James back, I can see sending you was the right choice.
Hello, Sir Topham. How are you? I've been searching everywhere.
How did you find me?
Your butler told me and I rushed straight here. I was wondering when I would get Connor and Caitlin back. Don't get me wrong, Daisy's a good substitute, but... Hello there, little one. Is he yours?
Not exactly.
Then can I use him? I know the perfect place for him.
I suppose.
Marvellous!
All right then, all of you, including our new friends, off to the Steelworks for any repairs needed.
Are you crying, Sir Topham?
Of course not. I've just got some ash in my eye.
I've got the perfect thing for that. I go to this pharmaceutical place over in Barrow, give you the perfect news.
That night, everyone was settling back in as things went back to normal. But James still had one thing to say to his friends.
Thank you, everyone. I can't believe you all came to save me after I was so rude to all of you.
Of course we did, James.
We're your friends.
You may be really vain and boastful sometimes, but that doesn't mean we won't look out for you.
Of course.
I really appreciate it, everyone. I'll never be rude to any of you again. My berth! It's covered in dust and grime! Which one of you filthy heathens did this?
Sorry, James. Since I've been working on the main line while you were all away, I've been sleeping in your berth. It's awfully dirty work I've been doing. I hope you don't mind.
You cold, dust-covered, dirty, careless... Oh, I mean, I can't be nice all of the time, can I?
That's our James. Over the next few days, Thomas's new friends got used to their new lives on the island of Sodor.
Welcome to my estate. I have a plethora of amenities here, and I hope you can enjoy it.
We will.
Splendid! You two will be great additions to our new museum. In the meantime, I'm off to discuss the new water park.
Hello, I'm Stephen. And my name is Glenn. I will be leading our grand tour of the estate. Now if you will... Actually, Stephen, I will be taking them. Nonsense. You can prepare the teas for the guests coming. Oh, I thought tea expresses were your job.
Zut alors! Come with me, you two.
Excellent.
Careful that you don't get cream and sugar in your boiler. You are funny, Stephen, but careful that I don't outpace you.
Well, here we are. The Sodor Ironworks. It's a little grimy and grim, and everyone on the island is terrified of this place. But we do good work.
It's perfect!
Hello, Merlin.
Hi, Thomas. Can you believe it? I'm actually going to work. I think I'm going to work at the yellow.
Blue Mountain Quarry?
Ah, that's the place.
Oh, that's a great place. The Scarloey Railway engines work there.
After that, I'm off to Brendam.
Another great place.
And then...
Express coming through! Connor couldn't pull this train as well as I can. I'm the best engine around.
I disagree, Gordon. Merlin can do something you can't.
Puff with 3 funnels? I wouldn't want to.
No, he can turn invisible.
Rubbish.
Watch. Do it.
Invisibility! On!
How did he...
Not bad for an old pro.
A taste for adventure, yearning for a trip. Join a new venture, we'll slide and slip. Friends among friends, side by side. Adventure never ends, come for the ride. It's a journey beyond Sodor, come along and see. Go to the Steelworks, meet Hurricane Frankie. Race to the rescue, help save the day. As danger ensues, friends are on the way. It's a journey beyond Sodor, come along and see. Meet the new engines, Merlin, Theo, Lexi. Help our new friends in their own special way. We can all be heroes each and every day. James has been trapped, he's been betrayed. Fearing he'll be scrapped, he needs to be saved. Sodor hears the word, Thomas leads the team. The call has been heard to stand up for steam. It's a journey beyond Sodor, come along and see. Go to the Steelworks, meet Hurricane Frankie. Race to the rescue, help save the day. As danger ensues, friends are on the way. It's a journey beyond Sodor, come along and see. Meet the new engines, Merlin, Theo, Lexi. Help our new friends in their own special way. We can all be heroes each and every day. Thomas and friends come to save the day, bringing a new chum, plenty more on the way. The engines come back, their journey is done. Over long winding track, this time steam has won. It's a journey beyond Sodor, come along and see. Go to the Steelworks, meet Hurricane Frankie. Race to the rescue, help save the day. As danger ensues, friends are on the way. It's a journey beyond Sodor. Come along and see. Meet the new engines, Merlin, Theo, Lexi. Help our new friends in their own special way. We can all be heroes. We can all be heroes. We can all be heroes. Each and every day. Each and every day. It's a journey beyond Sodor. Sorry.
How much for the crane?